I just want to say that it's been really surreal to enter bookshops in the UK because it's all the books you recognize, all the titles, but then the covers are different. So it's kind of a trip. It's like if the sky were green and the grass were blue. So that's been pretty fascinating. I expected that the UK cover would look different from the US cover. And I also expected that there would be people on it because I think that's more typical in the UK than in the US. And sort of an aside is that it's interesting to me that I feel like UK culture is much more comfortable with subtext and subtlety, but then the covers tend to be more representational than in the US, where they can be a little bit more abstract. Did I think the book cover was going to look like what I started writing when I started writing? And I feel like the answer is honestly no, but that's more because I think a lot of artists, when they imagine something in their heads, it just never looks like what is actually realized on the paper. And so it's been really cool to see the cover, but I'm not sure that I could have ever imagined what it ultimately looked like. So the experience of seeing two people embody the characters that I had imagined was pretty exciting because I feel like I got to experience the book almost as a reader would, as opposed to the writer. So I got to kind of see it for the first time again, which was pretty exciting because I think you sit with a work for many years and it's almost like these characters are the most familiar people to you in the world. So it's really nice to kind of, I don't know, have a fresh take. When Picador asked me for input into the models that we were going to use for the book cover, I think it was one of those really wild experiences as a writer where I felt a lot less like an author and more like a judge on America's Next Top Model. So they presented me with a list of a few different models, male and female, to represent Jess and Josh. And I think why I selected these two was less because of how they looked, but more because they shared videos and I felt like the emotion that they were both able to convey and sort of the chemistry that I felt between them really got at what the book was trying to achieve. And I think also a little bit of what the book is trying to say, that you can't always understand someone just by looking at them. It's sort of, you have to go a little bit deeper to really, get at the core of someone. So I think these two did a fantastic job. They conveyed a lot of the emotions that I wanted readers to feel as they read Everything's Fine.